I like how we just get straight into it and not have some like screen that stays there for ages.
Mm.
This exit host 1000.
Yeah. Cole.
That was quick. How you doing, Cole?
The whole gang's here.
Everybody's here.
Even
What
Sport
up?
is here.
The gaming CC. Hey, Bone Pen, how are we?
How is everybody today? Rocket League's about to update. What's in their update? Well, they released some new cars recently.
Back for T-Rex week.
Are they?
How did
I just
the
found out about it, so I'm very interested to see how this works.
Fast and Furious
Damn.
cars?
Haunted Hollows, a new crate, and free keys.
Oh yeah, they got the crates thing.
Is that the dabbing
Free
ghost?
keys?
Yeah, there's a dabbing ghost.
Oh god.
You have to pay for keys?
Yeah, Rocket League, you gotta pay for keys.
In a Rocket League game, you have to pay for the keys to the crates. God damn.
I think so.
No
you
wonder
don't
I don't like playing it. That's ridiculous.
No, you don't. Do you? Yeah, you do. No,
Well,
you
you
do.
said new crates and
Yeah, you
free
do.
keys.
the crates are free.
You unlock the crates, but doesn't mean anything because you gotta pay for the keys anyway.
Still not T-Rex week.
It's like us doing it for our hats. It's just like ridiculous.
Yeah, that's pointless.
Right on.
Then again, Rocket League's been out for quite a while, so I'm thinking that they're trying to get money to stay afloat, like they've made a lot of money.
Stay
We got
afloat.
big esport and shit now.
Not stay afloat, but like for the server hosting and all that sort of stuff. So they need to have some way of like having income coming in.
Yeah, guess so. I don't know. Candy corn for the event. You can use candy.
Okay, so for the Halloween event, they have specific.
Ah, okay.
What if when it's not an event though? Do you have to buy keys?
Yeah, I think you do.
Bro.
Can't get away from it.
Alright, so there's lots of issues.
What's up, Biff Meat Slab?
What's up? Oh god.
Candy
I like
Candy corn is gross.
got out of bed.
Yeah, when I first tried candy corn, I was pretty disappointed.
I changed that
Yeah, it was very. She
It was all like the
Changed the
American movie
terrain.
hype.
shader
But-
so it didn't have this awful whiteness all over it, and it made the sand really white and the grass really green. You can throw the default one. Yeah, it looked like that except white.
I don't know how I feel about bright everything.
Sand is super bright.
It is in real life.
Like, look at the wood though. That doesn't look right.
Well, that's not the final lighting anyway.
I know.
Not that one. The one. You got a hole where you put the sign in the middle and block the whole thing.
We have the whole map working, Cole. The thing is, it's in a tropical, right place. Like,
So do we know why Lotus was having frame drops?
I don't know.
What was he having frame drops on?
No, he was having, I don't know, certain sections.
Oh, they tested today.
Oh, we're not allowed to talk
Hole
about.
16.
We're not allowed to talk about that.
Hole 16. Why is there a sign in the middle? The sign is in the middle of hole 16.
Yeah.
It's like impossible to do now.
Jump it.
Can't. And if you're shapes, you can't get it through the middle anymore because this freaking sign's in the way.
I don't think that's.
Yeah.
You can still get through there.
I tried it yesterday, and like either if you're a round ball, you go to the right around the curvy things. But if you want to go through the middle, you just
Yeah.
can't anymore. Even if you go full speed to jump on
And
top.
it's not even a convex, so if you land inside of it, you get stuck.
Bound.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alright. I was gonna say.
The thing is what are you talking about? You don't jump that way anyway.
They said would he?
Jump straight forward.
jump this way. You don't go straight forward. That ramp there should send you straight up to the top.
Yeah, people bounce up to the top and then you jump straight down to the hole. But you hit the thing now, and then for people with shapes, you want to be able to go straight through the middle.
Apparently you hit the line here when you go up the middle. That's what he's trying to say. Up the middle, the sign.
If you go up the middle, you hit the stick, you hit the middle bit on the way through.
You hit the stick.
Like if you're shapes and like you're a Joe Blog, you like
Oh,
go
well,
straight
then the
forward,
bucket.
and you hit the sign.
Indeed. Yeah, like, we could play it with the actual, like we haven't even done the camera color, the LUTs yet.
We just need to put bounds around everything too.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do bounds. We have to fix all the issues.
Actually, what's the?
Whoa. Why did you do that to me?
Sorry, my mouse went across there.
Yeah, the lighting count really weird. Like,
I literally baked the lighting last night, so
Ships
yeah. This would change on the old maps. When we update the next Unity version, we'll fix some lighting issues on the new maps, but on the old maps. We use, yeah, we have to because we're a large company. Use the highest up one possible. With your dad? That's pretty cool actually. We're all brothers, so it's sort of a family thing. You bake things longer. They turn darker.
and eventually burn.
Yeah, go for it. Game development's pretty cool. And if you do it with your family, it's even better.
A lot of the places that are like in the shade are super dark.
Well, they're not though. Not other places. Just
Like
some
the
of them.
cave is perfect, but then underneath the sails of the pirate ships, it's like black.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's really weird.
If you come up into like the town and stuff, the shadows
Yeah, it
are
looks
normal
really
color.
nice here. Yeah. Especially the cave with the skull looks really nice in there. Like it goes real nice and chill and cool. For some reason everywhere else it's all stuffed up.
hmm.
Well, that bit there's because of the I think because the baked. Wait, there shouldn't be baked lighting anyway. It should be real time.
Well, did you guys want to play through it and then other things we can find as well?
Yeah, we could do that. I was gonna do something. I completely forgot what it was. Put the lighting back in the oven for an hour.
I want to do a test on Dunkers.
Oh yeah, I haven't played this dunk yet.
Okay, let's test dunk. If it's even possible. Green donut in some of the maps, an inside joke. 402 news, thanks for following. Oh, so 1402. The one was cut out on my other screen.
The green donut is the king from Candyland. He originally overthrew the gingerbread man.
That's why he's the new leader of the
And
gingerbread
then the
town.
gingerbread man then moved to the wild and became the like ancient Aztec king, but he's missing at the moment.
Kingpin.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which is why the green donut king is locked up in the temple.
In Ancient, he's all locked up because Gingy got his revenge.
Estimated release date. We're trying to get the game, the level as soon as possible. We want to get it out before we head to PAX, which is like 26. We would put an experimental and then flesh it out before then. But we'll see.
You guys put so much thought into the lore.
Not really.
For a mini golf game, probably.
We're just bored and it'll be fun.
Um,
You guys joining or what?
Still loading up. There we go. I want to do like a really quick, like cool looking animation of like how the Donut King takes over and why Gingy's so offended. And then how he captures him and takes him to Ancient, locks him up, and I thought it'd be really cool.
Can't stop yawning. Golly. It would be cool to do with that, it's just, it all takes time.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
Just level out, then we gotta do the level editor. Then we can start working on all the other poop.
What up?
What up, pimps?
Oh god.
You missed the crude drawings. NPC.
Yeah, it's like a fully fledged like quest giver or something.
This level
How
is
laggy.
fast.
How laggy it's gonna be.
It does
Did
look
it?
really quick, doesn't it?
Some people, I can't really say
I thought
actually.
it would be. I thought it would lag more because you can see everything. There's not a lot of like culling behind other things.
It's all very low poly though. I didn't make anything.
Yeah, it's just very
Okay.
open.
We animate both, depending what it is, in Unity and also in Blender.
What's the dunk on this one?
So what is the Donkey Song?
Oh, no,
Speed,
didn't get it.
All in Juan.
burst and full speed. Actually full speed.
Yep.
Why would you do that? Everyone's just gonna get a hole in one every time.
I didn't know it was. I didn't know. That just randomly happened. Like
Oh, it
I
actually
put it down, but I never tested it, and then I just went full in and went in. So might have to change that one a little bit.
we animate basic things in Unity, and then the like bigger animations are done in Blender, and then exported into Unity.
And take notes of our strats, god. That's horrible. See? Oh. Okay. Saved it though. Are you working
if we're doing-
on are you working on anything at the moment? Ed?
If we're doing any small animations, like just moving objects, or whatever, we do that in Unity. But character animations and things like that would be done in Blender, and then exported into Unity.
Helmet heroes.
Because then, if they had less gravity applied to them, then people would be like, "Oh my god, this game's pay to win. They can use less gravity on items."
Oh,
But we don't do that.
You shan't sinking in.
boom, hole in one.
I don't think they're synced properly.
Yeah, yours are going. No,
No, I'm getting errors as well.
no, they're just slightly after. Yeah.
Mine are going inside of each other. I think it's that big of a deal.
No.
I did the same thing again.
Ripperino.
First jump.
Yeah, the lighting,
3.5 and then jump.
the lighting's
lighting.
really weird.
The jump wasn't working there.
Like, it doesn't feel like a sun is beating down on the thing. It just feels like everything's just been illuminated.
I don't know, I don't
Mine
think
does
it's set
because
up
my
properly.
color's really nice on my screen.
Not even meant to do half the stuff that it's doing.
Mine's really bright.
The settings that
Colourful.
I had.
Oh, I forgot it was dunk.
Oh,
Trying to
come
roll
on.
into the hole.
I think there is collision on the fish fins, yeah. Oh crap.
But that's kind of the idea.
Yeah, but it might be the idea, but whether you guys actually put it on or not is different.
It does have a mesh collider, but I'm going to switch it out for box colliders.
Thinking about going to Steam with it for alpha release. That's a good idea. It's especially a good idea when you can get people to gauge whether, you know, they think the like, general population thinks it's going to be good. It encourages more to you do more work on it.
Yeah.
There's no harm in trying.
Yeah, a lot of people haven't got like early access on that, but if the development team that are actually doing work and not just, you know, like doing little bits of work. Okay, I don't know how I'm explaining this. Like, people always have a go at like early access games, like, oh, they're so broken, they're so this, so that. But like, that's the point.
Yeah, the idea is just to show people what you got, see if they will even like it.
Yeah,
I just don't go off with your friends. If it wasn't greenlit, then, you know, we wouldn't have really been that encouraged to continue.
Well, you
it
don't,
if no
you
one
don't need to
liked
do
it.
that anymore. You can just pay $100 and get in.
Yeah, well now you can't, which kind of is a bad thing because you're not having people actually give their opinion on your concept of a game.
Well, it made this a full-time job for us, so we can work on it all the time, and we do work on it all the time, rather than just on weekends and time off from work. It gets the game done quicker.
Mm.
Don't want
Oh,
to release a
my
bad
English is
game.
so bad in the morning.
I can't English either.
Yeah, I think like I think it not necessarily was Greenlight that was the problem. It was more so the fact that there were so many people that would laugh at stupid games and they wanted to get it out because I think would be funny.
Have a chance to.
I think the only bad thing about Greenlight is a lot of games were left out and missed that were pretty decent.
Well, Steam's
Yeah.
trying to change
Whereas
that
now they can just go ahead and do it.
with the Discovery update. So that your like games similar to what you play pop up more frequently and higher rated
Yeah,
games
that there's a good part.
pop up. My god, that damn treat.
But then I guess if you have something that's genuinely new and unique, then it's not going to come up on a lot of people.
The amount of asset flips that are coming out now is
Yeah, make sure if you do
So
a game,
cringy.
just don't do an asset. Like you can use other assets and stuff for testing and all that.
you can use placeholders and that, but if you want a game to have
Its own feel and
its own uniqueness.
the fact that you made like 99% of it.
Just try your hardest to make your
poop
own.
in your
everything.
soup, I remember that.
A lot of games now are all asset flips. They buy all the assets, throw it on there. Do some
It's so
crappy
hard to
code,
find a good game now because they're just buried.
yeah, and then they throw out game after game after game. And then people are like, oh my god, it's amazing. And then they realize that the whole thing is just bought. You'll even buy like whole games, like already completed, and then change them a little bit and throw them up on Steam.
Well, there's multiple of the same game on Steam at the moment.
Yeah, there's a lot of remakes of stuff.
I don't know what, like, they're like, oh, let's fix Greenlight. Oh, and they all they did was just take away the like the
Well,
voting
it was
system.
remove Greenlight.
I think they've got their own Steam internal system that they.
They couldn't think of a better solution, so they just got rid of it.
I don't even know what a good solution would be.
If you can't beat them, join them.
I mean, it was the most basic, like, simple idea. They vote for it, it gets in.
Did you see Nintendo's top 10 downloaded games? Only 2 of their games are in the top 10. Their games are really fucking expensive.
All games on there are really expensive.
Yeah, I still don't get that.
I just feel like it's a bit cheap, you know.
But you can use them. Just I think people would learn a lot more and be a lot happier and proud of their work if they did make everything themselves.
A lot of people do it now, but like, yeah.
A better chance. Tell me about it. We've got assets, but we're working hard on our own stuff. It's always, yeah, like Dom said, it's like when you make your own stuff, you're like, oh my god, I made this. Look at all this cool stuff that I've made. These are all mine.
I mean, like, I guess we can understand that some people, if you focus on coding and stuff like that, you're just not good at making assets. Like, if it's just you and your dad and say you both aren't that good at art or making assets, then it's not that easy.
You can get around that too, though. There's other art styles that don't require painting.
Not only that is you can always learn. I don't think there's personally I don't think there's such a thing as talent. I think there's just a thing called, you know, having a lot of time and
Except for me, you know.
patience. I still don't like this whole I can never get to the actual
Oh no, I stuffed it up. Damn it.
What?
I had it perfectly set up for a 2-stroke.
Mike, what did you do?
Nearly slam dunked it in 2
This
shots.
hole is terrible, Mike.
Why? Why are you so retarded? You don't go into the cannon when the door's closed.
Well, there's no sign there. How am I supposed to know that I can jump in the
Freaking obvious.
How am I supposed to know that I can jump in the water?
The post-processing stuff, yeah, I use that.
You need to have like a sign that shows all
Yeah,
of the
there was a
game's
lot of
controls.
sites doing the green light
That's-
vote thing as well, yeah.
That's sort of something like, you can't really spend a year of your own time working out how to do all that stuff. Same with a lot of the shaders.
Yeah, shader programming that's ridiculous. Also this level probably won't have sounds when it comes out. Like it'll have maybe the music, I think. If we can get that sorted out. Because we're sending off our Wait, did you send off the audio file already?
Yeah, I said send it off.
Alright, so we sent off our list of audio that we need for this map and for the graveyard theme to our composer, so hopefully he'll get back to us eventually with that.
All our time and make stuff like that. Yeah. I think if it's like that's all we did. Like we didn't have that much time when we first started doing this.
At least we used to go to college and we'd work on this instead of actually doing college work.
Yeah. Well, the college thing was about games, even though it was crap and we learned nothing from it.
I never did any of my college work because it was terrible.
We use a Photon at the moment. It has its own problems, but we won't
Yeah, I
talk
think-
about it.
Yeah, mainly hacking issues with Photon.
Yeah.
Yeah, such rebels.
That's us,
Oh, it was-
the rebels.
It was just the worst. Like everything was so dated and old and just one of those shitty schemes by the government.
Oh no.
Yeah, the water needs to reset a bit later.
Yes, so quick.
I gotta program that in.
I think, yeah, especially with the cannon hole, if you want to bounce like with shapes through the water, you can do it, but you gotta be very quick.
Well, we were still in college when this was going big, and we're just like, I'm sorry, but we gotta leave because the game's doing so well, and
So we gotta work on it, yeah.
there's really
I had
no
a
point.
job.
He didn't
Millionaire
even want to
college
work for us. He was like,
And then
"You know
they
what?
conned me.
My
they
age,
conned me.
my aged care facility needs me.
Assistant nursing.
His assistant nursing needs him. We're like, we're gonna pay you more. It's like, oh yeah, but the old people need me.
No, I just liked it.
What an idiot. He liked sniffing the bed trays.
You like killing the old people.
I
Hey,
liked
Helix.
nursing. It was great.
Photon is weird. Is your game multiplayer, or is it just like, just the first starter one, and trying to work out
Me?
prototypes and everything?
Oh yeah, I didn't test
Can't
that.
even do that. You can't even do. Oh, you didn't test that. Oh wow, really?
This game here was just for our friends. Like that's the whole reason we made it.
We
Who was the one
actually
who said should put it on Greenlight? Was it someone on the internet or was it Mitchell?
it was on Reddit.
Reddit.
Yeah, that's right. It was on Reddit.
All the
or
people on
something.
Reddit said we should put it on Greenlight.
And then it was like, bam.
Using Unet.
Yeah, we-
Oh, yeah.
We originally released the game as free for what was it, like a week?
Yeah, one of the very first versions, we put the game up for free, so everybody who played it can get it, just to try and get some hype, and it worked. Everyone was like, "Where's the green light?" And we had no green light at all. So I was like, I quickly made one, and then we used the power of Reddit to vote for us.
Do you have a picture of what it used to look like?
That didn't work now.
The game used to look like even
We
worse.
found one the other day. It was so bad.
Well,
Of
I've
the
got the
menus.
game.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Was
Yeah,
it?
the
Just
actual
should
original.
show. We did it, Reddit.
We did Reddit.
I think like
Yeah.
we didn't want it to go like massive, but we wanted to share it with everybody.
Oh, it's so scary when a lot of people start criticizing what you've done, especially when you're new to the industry and you're like, did I even do this right? Is this like against the game designer's code or something?
Yeah, and then when you get your first death threat, and then now it's just normal. So
We don't get death threats much.
Yeah, it's like, oh, why haven't I got one?
Just angry people and people who think privilege.
it's like a Snapchat streak, but death threat streak.
In 5 years. Oh wow.
Only for family and friends. I didn't know. Oh, the truth is out.
Yeah. If he's got 25 years experience programming, then you're doing a good thing.
Yeah, you're set basically.
Yeah, and you got 5 years Unity experience, so
Priorities.
you're like, but mainly.
This
family and
tentacle's not
friends.
moving.
Oh, it isn't either.
The fuck?
Ow, they're prefab.
Yeah,
the
remember
other
that-
prefab old
We had that the other night too. It depends. Like even in
Oh no, those two aren't moving.
with indie games and stuff, because the market, because you're advertising to so many people, you can make niche games and make money from.
You can't do anything because the fucking tentacles in the way.
Yes, slowly.
Just gonna go the other way.
Yeah, you can make a niche game, even if it's only for a few people or a certain genre that's not that big.
Oh,
Because you're advertising so many people on one platform, you can make money from it, you can make it viable.
Grandparents are overrated.
Like, there weren't many people doing mini golf games or playing mini
fucking
golf
now.
games, and then we threw ours up and everyone loved it. Like, it's not, that's obviously not a niche thing, it's just sort of something that popped up and everyone's like, oh yeah, we haven't got a good, not that ours is good, but a decent mini golf game out, so everyone looked into it and bought it. But you can make some.
God damn it.
There's no,
You're
there's
right.
not even collision on that other. Only since 7th grade,
No, I waited to do collision on him because he's too big.
you gotta, call it, head start.
What's up, dudes? What's up,
What's
Banjo?
RJ?
Brig?
Banjo?
RJ?
Can't skip on them, Lotus. But yeah, we got a lot of work to do on this. But as you can see, it's still in, I don't know, some form completable and playable.
Looks bad though.
It does. We'll keep work on and get an experimental version out soon.
I'm the streamer formerly known as 757 Gaming.
With the engine,
Oh,
and he
cool,
helps me with the code. Really
Cool.
got. Yeah.
Oh, 757 Gaming, I remember. What's up?
Hopefully I get together
Oh,
and
you
play it.
changed your
That's awesome.
name. Yeah, that's alright, man. It's always like really cool seeing other people that are passionate about game development. Even in a situation like yourself, where you have your dad, you've got like a cool team going on with huge experience as well. So there's no reason why you can't get a decent idea and put it together and see how it goes. If it's niche or not, throw it up on Greenlight. Oh, there's no Greenlight, but throw it up on Steam. See what people are
I'm
thinking.
just gonna say.
Do early access if you can.
You have Discord, you can get on a Discord there and keep up to date and stuff. If you get in contact with us if you want to let us know that you're putting your game on Steam or anything and want us to check it out.
On dual streams.
We wouldn't mind.
But yeah, I gotta remake the lighting. That entire level. That'll be fun. Apparently there's no reset text, so let me just fix that.
I'm gonna die. Pretty sure we try it out. So why not?
Makes some of the people happy. Yeah, that's it. When we first like released this and we saw the videos and stuff of people playing, it's like everyone's having fun. Like not because of us, but we're sort of helping them have fun, which is a weird feeling, but it's like makes you happy too.
Now they just hate us.
Echo Eclipse, thanks for following.
Thanks for following.
A stroke.
Put ground shrubs like bushes and rocks, so the only plant isn't just a palm tree. We should remove
It's a
all
break
palm
stuff.
trees. There's some one massive palm tree.
Sorry for stroking Echo.
I do have other plants coming, I just haven't really.
They're on their way, they're in the mail.
All of the like all of the stuff that's not all of the stuff that's not necessary for the like main holes I haven't really done yet. So a lot of this is just the base.
Base.
The base.
Base down low.
What other issues was there? There's lots.
Oh, he's gonna be a good dude and let us off. Let you off. Your awful voice. Been made only
Rextra.
in play between a few
Rextra, thanks
friends.
for the follow.
Yeah, that's the thing too. We were close to not even putting this on Greenlight at all. It was just for our friends. Like, the game might not even have ever come out.
Sometimes we intentionally put holes all in ones.
Yeah, other
And
times
drive
it's
so
fine.
good.
Where do we learn to drive so good? What? Or is in golf drive?
There's so many 2D golf games. We intentionally add some of the hole-in-ones. Majority of them are actually just accidents. Happy accidents.
Get relaxed.
I drive so damn good.
Oh, I doubt that.
I drive real good.
I mean, Dom's already
Draw.
got a dent in his car.
Dom draws really well. I draw really terrible, but I make assets.
Yeah, I've got a dent in my door.
Yeah, the cat went jumped in the garage and dropped a bunch of boxes on his door.
Yeah.
That's like such a lame story. I mean, oh, he did a 6 burnout and crashed into a pole.
No, thank you.
All for it to be frustrated me so much. Game development's like that too. If you're learning new stuff.
Right, our cars don't slip in the rain. It's so difficult.
Don't slip in the rain, so you don't spin out and hit a tree. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's no fun. It's too good.
Screw with the friends.
You never know. You might make something with your, like, say the 2D golf game. But like, say if you and your friends come up with some cool mechanic that's within it, then you might find that it might be releasable.
Yeah, you need something that's different. Like, even if it's a mini golf game, like we've done like a 12-person mini golf game that everyone can play at the same time, rather than the old games where it was either single player or like up to 4 people and they all take turns. So it's something different that people are like, oh, that's different. Let's have a go at that. That sounds fun. So if you take an existing idea, I don't know what you're doing there. If you take an existing idea and then change it from like, I don't know, add more players or make it like massive multiplayer, or change the way the mechanics work, change a bunch of
Fiery
different
palm
things,
trees.
or even just make it better
Pretty
than
bent out.
what everyone else has done,
Oh. Not even betting on the
Then-
bit that's black.
then yeah, you can have a successful game too.
What's up, Luke?
But yeah,
Ned's going for his driving test. Everybody wish him luck tomorrow.
Good luck.
oh, good luck.
Mash it. Well, not the car, but like smash the test.
Yeah. A few months ago, I got my license a few weeks ago. Ah, good stuff.
We don't even have driver's ed here.
We don't have driver's ed. Here it's like, drive
your
around
own.
for a little bit illegally and then go for a test.
Yeah, the palm tree did get baked too much. I don't know why it did that. There's some weird stuff going on with all of that.
We said learner's permit. Do they have learner's permits in the US?
I don't think you need. They don't have P plates or anything. So I think you just drive around like a normal person, but no one
Well, it
knows.
depends where set is from.
No one knows that you're a new driver.
Yeah. Which, I mean, isn't really a big deal. I think L plates are a big deal, but P plates are kind of stupid.
I don't know. You see a P plate on the road, and you avoid them.
No, exactly. But that makes like bias and shit. Whereas the only people who need to know is the police when they check who you are. Like, they don't need to be biased because they
Well,
can see the sticker.
The idea of having a P plate and stuff is so that you don't like tailgate them, or you just watch them more carefully. It's just like, watch this guy, he's new, he doesn't know exactly what he's doing yet. So keep an eye out for him or her.
But they have red and then green plates as well. It's like, nah.
Yeah, I
And
don't-
I
I
feel like
don't
it
know the
encourages
double-
people to be stupid
Yeah.
as well.
I
Like,
don't know why there's
'cause
two
they
different
see-
things.
yeah, and then the P players see other P players and they're like, oh, they're like me, let's race, so let's do something stupid. Whereas if you didn't have P plates, no one would
Ah,
even
you
know.
have stickers for new drivers. Instructor, then you get your actual license when you meet the driver. Oh, okay. Take the
Oh, okay,
test.
that's cool.
I mean, like here after a few years as well, you can just go in and take your test. You don't need to do anything.
Yeah, I think if you're 25 or something, you don't have to actually do anything. You just go into the...
Yeah, but if you're a young fella, bit different.
P players are the worst.
So you just
Exactly.
avoid them. You just like, people on the road. Whew, let's get out of there.
Well,
I'm
I
not
think
a P player anymore.
all 18 is pretty bad, so we're probably gonna delete most of that.
Why? So the
Um,
tentacles don't work. There's a few more walls to catch on.
I
like when
also
jumping.
feel like this is extremely hard to get into.
Yeah, the cannons. The cannons are a big problem too. We have thought about doing voice chat. We're not sure how
You
well
didn't
that would
paint
go.
the cannons, Mike. What the
It would
fuck?
be
I
horrible.
said that.
Didn't you paint them?
I told you I hadn't painted them. I said they're just placeholder text.
Well, you got to get it done before you leave to go
Figured you'd-
to New Zealand.
Figured you'd paint them. Because if I paint them, they look terrible. You're way better at painting this. So I figured you might do it.
Paul reckons you should make Hole 18 on a shipwreck that the Kraken is destroying. Why is this? Yeah, that's what I mean. People would have like hugely abused the voice chat.
Yeah, it'd be terrible.
I wanted to, Cole. I still might be able to. The only problem is
Yeah, Sporter.
hardships are a lot of polys.
I think also nowadays a lot of people use Discord and all that anyway.
And we can't filter out voice chat.
Yeah, like you can probably mute people, but something we can think about. It's not a huge thing we want to add just yet. We've got other stuff that's more important, but doesn't mean we won't add it in the future. We can still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you want to show them the very first version updated? Uploaded?
Oh yeah.
We can show you how bad the game used to look.
Let's see if I can find it.
Voice chat is for console scrubs. Yeah, basically.
Does anybody remember the good old COD days where you would go into the loading screen to go into the map and everybody would just scream to their mic? It wouldn't show up. It wouldn't show up who's talking, so everybody would just start screaming.
Okay, that
They all
was
sound exactly the same. Screaming about my mama.
Oh, this isn't the first version. It's quite a few in, but how bad it is.
I was surprised it was a good streaming game.
Those were the best days.
2015.
They will still do that. Oh my god.
I haven't played on a console for like 5 years.
Is very sad.
So this is one of the first versions of the game.
Look at that.
This is actually a fair
Beast.
way in, but yeah, it's horrible. It's actually horrible. The plane in PUBG, yeah. Oh god. The options. There was options.
Playing in PUBG, that's hilarious.
Only me.
China number one, China number one. Online.
Oh, look at the level selection we got here, boys. I think Oasis isn't
Um,
completed yet.
Meatlad and Wildcat, I enjoy them sometimes, but I don't really watch much of their content. We would like to do more YouTuber some items as well and stuff like that, so eventually we might do
I'm Wheel.
their stuff and also like Vic Star and that as well. Get Vic in the game. Yes, so
This
this
is
is this is how bad the game was to begin with.
But the heating and everything's so weird. I wonder if the strats and stuff even work. All feels very distant to movement.
Why Vic over Zerk? Not as annoying. No. Oh, mainly just because Vic.
Actually likes the game. Does Vic not like our game?
I don't know.
What
I
the
feel like Vic's more active compared to Zerk.
I don't really know them, so.
I meant when I say Vic, I mean their whole group basically. I also know Vic a lot more through the Speedy inside, so.
Everything is like really white-ish. This is the version that went up on, like, close to this here was the version that went up on Steam. This is when we had
Yeah.
like 98% positives. You go back again. Take a look at Oasis. So gotta like shoot.
You write the physics, or is it actually Unity rigid bodies?
It's Unity with some changes. Not normal changes, like some code changes. But I want to actually rewrite everything and make it myself because there's problems with physics. You just do this.
November, wow.
Game in November. This has been a great time doing it. Thanks
Nearly
for
a
looking.
year.
This is what it used to look like here. Do you look at the lines and stuff in the mesh?
Yeah, this is our first game. Yeah, this is what Oasis used to look like.
Cancel that. No. I want to see what the other holes look like. Can't remember if they're different or what.
Doing well. I think we just don't really have lives, so yeah. The thing is, like, even if we had an office and we went to work at the office, and then, like, say we had like a 9 to 5, like a normal job, I think we'd still come home and then still work anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like,
yeah.
some of us more than others, but yeah. Oh god, this is when the hole was even smaller on top. It was even more cancerous. So, but yeah, you can see the other hole over there that we changed. Is that even done? The hole's not even completed over there.
No, it isn't.
This is the Oasis Nipple of Death. Hell edition. Gonna try strike out.
Oh, Shadow War any good?
Gorf has died in my life for now. Shockingly.
You'll probably find Botics that'll actually pay off a lot more in the end instead of like other stuff people do.
Yeah, it's something that
I wish I did this at a younger age.
especially going into the future where everything is technology based.
Yeah, everything's gonna be coding and
I don't see any other forms of production that isn't programming to do what we do.
what evil human being.
So you're preparing yourself for the future for sure. That maze hole over there, it was not amazing. I can show you.
Yeah, Will made a maze. It was terrible.
This update looks
This
great.
update looks great.
This is the new version, everyone.
Yeah. We're gonna call it Back to the Roots.
Back to the good old days.
$5.99 DLC. Golf for Defense Classic Edition. Remastered.
That's -$5. We pay people money to play it.
Remastered.
Remastered edition.
But we just don't do anything, we just build it out again.
You as a caller?
No good at Golf Defense since I'm own golf game physics. Our physics aren't that great either, so this one here was without that backboard. Oh, that worked great. Impossible.
And that weird grid.
This little
for
thing
the
down
boost.
here was the boost. Actually an animated thing. And you can't make it.
Good work, guys.
Solid. Ready for release.
Oh yeah, all of this was before Mike even joined us as well. Like we did everything. It's me and Will and I.
That's where I was working a job.
This is where he wouldn't join us and he was too busy touching old people.
Something's worse for good game.
Yeah, this is the amazing though.
Yeah, I also bought Dungeons
That-
3 yesterday.
Holy shit, what the fuck? I remember this actually.
A lot of Unity tabs.
This map should be released.
The more Unity tabs I have, the more powerful Unity is. Everyone should know that.
Yeah, this hole's cancer.
This is why it was removed.
This should jump would be piece cake though.
But I don't know, we didn't have jump yet. This is before the days of jump. Other options. Still got the ending the same though. Anti-analyzing. Really a thing.
It's gonna take like 100 shots to get there.
Whenever we make this hole in the editor.
No one report these as bugs, okay?
I wonder if people are gonna make like
You can't do it at all anymore.
roller coasters or something, like where you just hit your ball once and then it just goes through this whole like contraption.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Correct. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember
this was
one.
terrifying.
It's a good idea.
It looks way more interesting though.
No, didn't I pretty? Yeah, I pretty much did all of these holes. Ideas wise, same with forest. That's got you to do all the artwork for. Whoa. The water physics are like.
Oh yeah, they changed as well.
Gravity looks like
Wow, what the fuck?
really low.
I plan to make one of these, one of those. Is the
Oh
water
yeah, putting
closed?
spin on the ball.
We looked at all those sorts of things, but we were like, well, it's just a mini golf game. Like, we don't want to delve into clubs and all that sort of crap.
I did want to do
Seemed unnecessary.
I said ages
Ugh.
ago, like a year ago, that we would do an advanced mode where you could there's wind and you could add spin to the ball and do all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I still don't think that's worth it.
Oh,
Well, that water looked really good.
it actually flows.
Yeah, it turns and
We can't do the flowing in the new water physics. The water rendering. God. I mean, know what I'm saying?
Namaste.
Oh, and this one.
Oh god, yeah. This so if you thought this hole was hard in the the version now, you should try to play it in this one. Holy hell!
You gotta get the putts just right, or else you go off.
I think the initial levels for these games were too like putt intensive, whereas now everyone's like, why can't I do it in 2 shots? And all these are like 10 shots minimum.
Yeah, they need to. They don't know what it was like. Best score on Oasis. I don't know.
I don't know either.
We don't keep score. We just work out how much fun we've had.
We just play for fun.
Got the-
Measure on a fun scale.
That way, nobody can say we suck.
On the fun scale, every level's a 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, this hole was absolute hell.
Why is the speed not working? What the hell? Oh god. I just want to show you guys that piece over there.
So sluggish.
Pretty full speed, maybe. So slow.
It feels super sluggish.
Emily makes everything a game. Competition.
It isn't fun if you don't win.
Oh, that spawn was nice. Let me just try and strike out, see if it goes to another hole or not.
Randomly spawn.
This is the level that was work in progress, alright? This is when we were still at college too, I think. I'll bring in the versions so that people can play it.
Yeah, I
Mine's not
remember.
gonna work, so. Yeah, that's the old.
I was about to say just fly around and show them, but you can't do that yet.
Yeah, we can't do any of that. Look at this level, the practice area. It wasn't even a practice area at this point.
Oh yeah, and they just had me and you in the credits.
Yeah.
The ball spinning around.
Yeah, you wanted to see it? That was version 0.0.322. Yeah, look at the 0.5. 1.
0.5.
0.0.5. Oh. That old music, hold up.
I don't see a screen.
Yeah, I just loaded up. Just wanted to change the thing real quick.
Right. So what is this? Is this after or before?
Yeah, this is after the camera's been changed.
Oh yeah.
Sorry if this is boring to you guys. Wonder how far Oasis is. Let me check.
No control options.
Oh, the color, it's all orange.
Just press start game.
Then I'm just waiting for it to turn around and see what's built. The boosts are in.
We're in 17, aren't we?
There'll be an update to make the game Unity as it adds better performance. Yeah, the current one we're using now is 2017.1. We're gonna update to 0.2 probably before the main release. So yeah, so I think this is pretty much just like what it is now anyway. Yeah, we won't mess around with that too much.
The original Oasis. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Swapping screens are up. Yeah, we have updated to that. Yeah, and point 2 just came out, so we'll be doing that too, because it adds the stitching and stuff to the light maps, and it also fixes a bunch of other stuff with the light maps. I go to here, and I'll show you what I mean, because we've got problems with the stitching. So I'm going to rebake this out. People are going to have to re-download.
Re-download.
In here we have problems
Should probably put something in here.
with, like, see this here? Awful, awful lighting stuff. I'm hoping the stitching will help stitch this back into place. I'll have awful stuff. So yeah, I spent so long on lighting, and I just can't get it right. I don't know why. What's going on? Like, look at this. Look at that. Horrible. Horrible. This here, horrible. It's just random too. I can move the thing around. Oh, over here. Actually, let me show you this bit. These pieces here, right? You remove all the dirt, everything. You change the lights around. These still just go dark. These bits here just go dark for whatever reason. Over here, they're all fine. They're all normal.
It's hard when we update to a different version of Unity because a bunch of stuff just randomly changes.
Yeah, that as well.
And, like, things that are assigned but are then like not assigned, and it like breaks the whole game. So we're gonna spend the day just fixing everything whenever we update.
Yeah, I spent so long baking out lighting. Even here, like, I fixed this and now it's back again.
Yeah.
I think the A Taurus, they added 8 T something. Fixed noise. I think I've got the other one anyway, so I shouldn't be doing that regardless. I doubt that'll fix it. Yeah. Can't use shadeless for everything. I haven't rebaked anything yet on these levels.
Nom nom nom.
I did the lighting for the pirate map, but not in the other one.
So Cole wants a pirate ship getting eaten by the Kraken.
Don't just do it because he asked.
Oh no.
You gotta
But I'm not sure if I can pull it off this week. Because it'll be a lot of...
There isn't really anything wrong with that
Modeling.
hole. It's just there needs to be like
No, there's a lot wrong with the hole.
There
It
needs
doesn't
to be
flow
walls.
well.
there needs to be walls you can catch on. That's the problem. Like jumping over other bits, there's nothing you can get caught on to stop. So you just always walk the edge.
You're talking about this section here, Luke? This is basically for shapes or for people who can't jump through those holes.
So you can jump up and
Yeah,
over
you can go for a little water ride.
underneath or over top of the.
So you know,
I actually like going that way. It's more fun than going over the top.
ask how are you guys, as in like mentally
Mentally or physically.
or emotionally? You're okay? How are you? So many missing pieces.
Oops. Well, I left them out because I was busy working on other stuff and it wasn't that big of a problem.
Is the water static? I feel like
Yep.
because yeah, make it not static. Will help the baking of those dark pieces near the water's edge. Mental stability. Yeah, I don't know about that. Slowly losing it. What's raining?
Appreciates over time.
Well, this last week, just trying to get this here out. I've been up to like 3 AM, like every day. And weekends, I've tried to get away to do stuff, but I end up just spending the entire day just working on this again. But when this level's out and we head to PAX, that'll be a bit of a break, which will be nice. That's another thing with game development, because you're doing everything yourself and you want to see progress, you push yourself to do it a lot. And it's not always good. There's not enough time. That's what I'm trying to say.
Alright, so what's the problem with this little shit here?
Got the right animator on it.
Nope.
Oh, there you go. It's been pretty stormy recently, last few days and today. Good bit of rain, green up the place, you know what I'm saying? Mind if I ask what the game's about?
If you don't want anyone to know, you don't have to.
And
though.
and if you
It's
have
top
a
secret.
if a playable build you want to let us know.
That's so dodgy.
Yeah. You don't have to tell us. It's a trade secret. That's fine. If you have a playable build or anything, you can let us know. We've got a game development section in our Discord. It isn't very busy, but there's a few people in there who know programming and stuff. You can add a story. When we add quests, we'll add a story, okay?
Yeah, you gotta look for those quest givers.
Yep. You could go kill 10 chickens. And then fight the orcs. Etc, etc. Yeah, there's a story. There's hidden stories everywhere if you look hard enough. I'm talking to Segwitty. Sedwitty. Or all of you, really. If you're working on games or anything like that. Or if you have game ideas of what you're going to do in the future. You don't have to tell us, because obviously that's giving away your secrets. Ah, okay. We played that werewolf game. It was really like good on for making it, but it was really crappy. So one person was the werewolf, and they had to go and hunt down the people. I've got a phone call. One sec.
Ooh, I wonder who it is. I'm just gonna go fill up all these holes. You always want to make a horror game but can't use Unity Unreal. Why is that?
Oh, Sid, that
I guess-
sounds awesome. There's an old game that I was thinking about the other day where it's basically like that. And I was like, I really wish someone would make a new version of this. And I can't remember what it was. Sounds like it'd be sick.
Eek. Oh damn it. It's water. Maybe that's right. Why the hell are these raised up? What has happened? Right, go back to here again. Goddamn tentacles again.
Alright, sorry, I'm back. You made a game for the hugely successful Ouya. Now I'm working on it, just texturing.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool, Sid. Like, there's older games that I remember that were like that, and I just wish someone would make a new one. So it sounds really cool. Sounds really fun.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I do too. Like, I just watch Twitch streams and different stuff. If I'm doing something like art or anything. When I'm programming, it's a little bit harder, but still nice to have something in the background while you work. Just chill out.
Yeah, I enjoy podcasts and things like that. Like
Yeah.
documentaries.
Music, podcasts. Sometimes movies help, but it depends what movie you're watching. If it's something you need to focus on to work out what's going on, then it's not good, but no. Other things not as bad.
That's that. Toward it had to be. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're just going to just work on setting stuff up for the end for the rest of the stream. If you guys are okay, we're just chilling out. If not, thanks for hanging out.
Starfield shooter. You shoot Starfield?
What?
Hey Bottix, he made a game.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right, yeah, for the Ouya. That was a huge loss. Yeah, chill. Chill, everybody, chill out.
Still need to make the thing for this as well.
Well, you just need to put ropes from the top down.
Yeah,
Obviously,
but-
put the bottom in.
Wonder what I could.
Yeah, Starfield shooter sounds like fun.
Why do you feel like a jerk? When you're working on stuff like that. Those angled pieces are the right length.
No, they're not.
Who made those, huh?
Might have to make a custom bit for that.
Oh, it's fine for now. Got a week.
Well, I leave Friday, so I've only got till Thursday.
Wait, what? We only got till then.
Yeah,
The whole level's gonna be finished by then.
hopefully.
Well, we won't have this done before PAX, you guys, I'm sorry.
Well, this is next week as well, but I want this out by this week.
Got some pretty decent ideas. Yeah, but it's just gonna be me here. Push this thing out. Not giving birth, but
Mike's leaving for like forever.
I don't have the files for it anymore. We've had so many projects and stuff. I found some old ones a while ago, but they weren't the versions that were fully updated and stuff, like up to where we were. And also a bunch of other projects. I didn't find them, but we've had so many other projects that I'd love to go back and just see how badly put together they were. Because you saw the golf, like the early golf with your friends version, like all that other stuff was like worse quality than that. You can imagine. Alrighty, so this reset time is not popping up.
Oh man. Man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man.
It should be popping up.
Takes forever now to upload our builds as well.
Oh yeah, it takes at least like 2 hours. So if something goes wrong in game, people are like, oh my god, this here's wrong. And I'll be like, okay, fixing it. And I'll like take 2 seconds to fix it, and then it'll take 2 hours to like upload the entire build. And everyone will be like yelling and be like, you said you had it fixed 2 hours ago. It's like, yeah, well, it takes a bit to update. It's just, just this. See what's going on.
She's in the node system.
Oh,
That's another thing. A lot of people just use Blueprint.
we we use Logic Bricks and stuff in I use Logic Bricks and stuff in Blender before I started using Python. God. So we actually made a few games in the Blender game engine. Much fun.
Found a novel over there. So, I feel like this needs to be
Yep, the good old Blender game engine.
redid.
There we go, that fixed the... It's popping up down the bottom. All I needed to do was have it not be disabled. Yeah, well, it helped us get started, so... I actually used to make animations and stuff in it instead of doing schoolwork. Instead of doing assignments, we have to write an essay. I'll be like, what if I write a historically accurate, make a historically accurate animation about it? And it's somewhere on YouTube still, and I can't actually find it. But it's out there with like 10 views. Yeah, I think they actually stopped the Blender game engine thing now. Sad loss to the community.
That is really
Very sad.
rid of that because that was terrible.
Are you just destroying everything? Are you destroying everything?
It was bad.
Not bad. I'm gonna open one of these windows and hope it's not loud. Let us know if there's like weird noises.
Again.
I guess starting anywhere is a place to start too. Made the Kraken? Dom made the Kraken.
I've always wanted to make like big creatures and that. I've just never had the time to do them. So this will have to do.
Okay, pretty good.
Phew.
His whatchamacallit, his skill has increased quite a bit from when we first made the game.
Still not where I
And
want
the
it to be.
pictures of our old games. You made the
Oh.
textures for them, and you were
Shit.
like, you were just.
Should show them those fucking terrible
They're on
games.
Facebook though. I can't.
Yeah, I'll get them. Let me have a look.
No, didn't you send it on Discord? The blue nodes are water power, so I've made it so that it shows up in Unity, so you can see what direction the water's flowing and how fast it's flowing, and the red ones are boosts, so you can see how they're going to. I think he sent it over Discord, or I did.
You guys come.
Oh yeah, here we go.
You found them? Look at how bad this is.
Wait, I'll open up in the.
We'll show you that you can improve.
You can improve quite a way.
Oh.
And so my main passion was I really enjoyed Blizzard's artwork. So I used to try and paint things by hand, which Oasis and Forest were all painted by hand. The rest, then I started sculpting.
This is in Blender.
This is like before we even knew how to even do anything. Look at those bricks! Wow,
Look how
sick.
sick they are.
That weird looking. Is that a fridge?
Look at that floor.
Here's the fridge. The doors on the fridge opened. We wanted fridge door physics.
Hey, look, that crate is in game.
Yeah, you remember you used to be able to walk over and pull the door open. That was
So
awesome.
that's a different crate that you made. You made the other crate in college.
Oh yeah, I made a new crate. Never mind.
This is our spider one where the spiders attacked you and you had to use the fuel to fill up. You had to get the jerry cans to fill up the generator to keep the lights on. As soon as the lights went off, the spiders would attack you. We added grass. We added so much grass it lagged the entire game out. This is when I first added footsteps and stuff too, using normal map.
Yeah, there was a generator. I think is that on the right hand
so
side?
This is a very old picture. It's like it was actually yellow and painted and stuff.
The idea of the game was, like Will said, you had to keep the generator running to keep the lights on, so you'd have to you'd have to go explore in the darkness,
Yeah.
not get murdered, to find like jerry cans and stuff full of fuel, so you could.
You can see how horrible it was. So yeah, that was like, when was that? That was ages ago.
Sometimes. And then we made a prison game.
Oh yeah, I had the actual files and stuff
Um,
for that. Your stuff real quick.
Where there was like different rooms, and you could actually go to the room where the guards were, and you could steal stuff off the table through the little like gap where they got where they hand stuff through.
I wouldn't say that, so Woody. Like, I'm the only one who knows how to
He's the only one that can
mess
program.
around with code. Whether I'm good or not, I don't think
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, so I do the art and objects. Will does the program of that, and then Mizaski's like the handyman. He sort of like learns bits and pieces and does just like bits and pieces. He's getting fairly decent at animating.
Maybe he'll be an animator.
I don't know about that.
Don't matter, man. It's annoying trying to get animations from Blender to Unity
I
because they come
started
out
with Python,
completely
yeah.
different.
I didn't use it that much. Like I did it to make games, and pretty much the whole thing was just learning, just copy and pasting what other people did. Like, how do I do this here? Okay, that's how they add that. Okay, I'll copy paste that in, and that's pretty much how it was. I would actually, at school here, during lunchtime and recess, I had an app, a Python app on my phone. You could program in different stuff and then you could run it. Like, you know.
You made a 2D mini golf game. Remember you made that mini golf
Oh yeah, I
game?
did also know that 2D mini golf game on my phone. He is sort of the level designer now, yeah. This level's crap. Blame him.
Well, I haven't been. Well, yeah. I just haven't been able to do like all the crazy shit that I wanted to do.
I made the OG maps.
Weird here.
Give me that piece of crap.
Like, what the hell? Weird thing is I grabbed them from here, so they must have been overlaying each other.
YouTube tutorials. That's what it is though, 'cause it's pretty much you just do that, or you look like, how do I make a switch statement? Was what I used to look at. So you look it up, you're like, okay, that's how you do it. You copy and paste, or you look at it so much that you end up just knowing how to write one. So you're like, okay, that goes there, this goes there. Or about using different stuff in game and how they work. So you start off just watching tutorials and then looking up how to do stuff if you forget, and then over time you start to remember how to do it all. Not all of it, of course. You can't be just some crazy, I don't know, person with a massive brain who remembers everything. You always got to look up stuff you forget.
We go on the indie game chat stuff on Facebook, and a lot of people, the main thing they always talk about is their games never do well. Whenever you look at their games, they basically just do like Flappy Bird clones and things like that, and that's the problem.
Like, it's not doing well. It's like, yeah, well, it's not a game people would play.
So instead of, there needs to be like, I know it's extremely hard these days to be like genuine and come up with new ideas, but you still need to try and, you know, sort of come up with what you can.
If you're just going to make a game that someone else has already made, the only way that you can make it, like, profitable for how people play is to make it a better quality.
Well, that's what Blizzard does. Look at Blizzard.
Yeah. Or even, like, what was that thing? What's his name? Oh, damn. He does a lot of videos about video games and stuff. He did that game jam recently that I was trying to...
Mark something? Was that? What is
Yeah,
it?
yeah. He showed the stuff about XCOM, how they force the player to finish the game quicker by putting those the rounds at the top corner. So because it's a more fun game if you take risk rather than sitting back and slowly working your way through the level. So they put that in there, which means that people can't slowly go through the level anymore, and people weren't happy about that. So he then explained the other ways that other games do it that are similar to XCOM, like the new Mario Rabbids.
Mark Brown.
Yeah. The new Mario plus Rabbids game does it differently. And there was a few elements that did it differently, but they did it in a way that rewards the player instead of limiting the player. So it's sort of the same thing. But
He
the
did a
other
good
way
one on like showing players how to play a game instead of having games where they just cheaply put up a tutorial that tells you how to do it. They're like, he talked about
Yeah.
how good games just show it and you just pick up on it without actually being told what the options are.
Do we have a favorite art style? Stylized, painted.
It's
That's
like
my
the World of
favorite.
Warcraft thing where they added the rest timer in. They had it
Yeah.
so that your gained XP would drop over your playtime, that you would get off and go do something else and not play for so long.
Also, another great thing for people getting into the industry, especially the art side, go to ArtStation, and then you can always go through here and you can like stuff, and then you can basically add it to like looking back and going, oh, it's a cool idea, getting ideas and stuff. Also, Polycount's a good place. Gumroad has a lot of good tutorials, things like that. I think the best way though is just learning from other people.
You can create your own art style too, just the way you do things.
Yeah. We need that bit, we don't.
Don't say you don't need that bit.
Mm.
But yeah, with the Blizzard thing, they turned it around and instead made it a positive rather than a negative, and no one even knew the difference, even though the mechanic was pretty much exactly the same. You gained more experience or rest by not playing, so when you came back online, you would have more rest to gain more experience.
Yeah, it used to make me actually hearth back to the place and
Yeah.
log off in the actual
So
place.
instead of starting at 100 XP and slowly
I guess
downgrade,
it-
you start at 50 and then upgrade depending how long
It
you
also
want.
kept the town areas a lot more populated.
Yeah.
Blue Dog's art style, oh, they have some crazy stuff. Let me see if I can find that temple that I showed you, Will. They did for what was their latest game?
Right.
Uncharted.
Oh yeah. They're they're all their shaders and their graphic and everything. Their graphics are
Their
insane.
yeah, their engineers are extremely insane. See if I can show you guys.
Is there a reason we made it so bright and vibrant? You want it to be a fun, happy game? You mean like too bright and too vibrant?
At the moment, the lighting's just broken.
Lighting's broken in the current, in this map, but it is going to be sort of bright like this. Not too bright, but we wanted it to be fun and enjoyable rather than it just being dark and it's not a horror game. It's sort of a fun, family-friendly game.
I don't know if I'm gonna find it.
But I guess there's little things you got to think about when you make a game to try and make it enjoyable and appealing that people wouldn't think about.
I don't know if
If Haunted was actually really dark and greyish, it just wouldn't feel as fun. Like a mini golf course, isn't it?
yeah, check this wireframe out. So this is one of the temples for Uncharted. Oh wait, oh, it's Warframe. Wait, what the fuck?
That says Uncharted there.
Uncharted,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Uncharted. Fuck. Okay, anyway. Oh, Wireframe, not Warframe. Oh, fuck. I'm having a stroke. Anyway, so they do an insanely good job of optimization. And everybody's like, oh, the game's still runs like shit, but look how many leaves there is. So you look at the actual buildings and look at the mesh. Like, it is absolutely insane.
Shame that's PlayStation exclusive.
A lot. Like, they put a lot of work just into, like, one object. Which I guess it's possible when you have, like, really good, like, veterans in the industry and you have a lot of
You have a team of people too, though. It's easier.
team, yeah, big team.
Be like, hey, you work on just the buildings for the entire game, so they just work on the buildings. One person works on the character, or just a character.
Yeah, yeah.
One does environmental art. Of course, in a massive company, 10 people do environmental art, 10 people do building.
But another thing to do if you're trying to get into the, like, if you're getting into video games is looking at other people's stuff, like models like this. I'm just looking at their topography, and you can tell where they've done, like, little techniques of making it like get a lot more out of the object.
Everybody is it's fine. We like actually when people talk. But yeah, if you have a playable version, let us know. Like pop into Discord or whatever. Be like, hey, got a playable version? Want to play it? I'll take a look. I'm sure a few people on Discord actually have a go at it. Yeah, talk away. I mean, we don't mind. There's not much going on anyway.
Like a lot of our stuff is like super.
We gotta lower it all
Probably.
down because the programming isn't optimized. Well, I tried to optimize it a little bit, but that's not optimized. The shaders and stuff, we're not really using the best shaders we could be. Like even that boat in the background there could actually just be a square rather than
I will
being
be.
shaped
I'll be doing that soon. What the fuck?
Look at that.
What is that?
Because in the option you haven't got it boxed out, so it's not one big plane, it's actually...
Alright. Well, I'm gonna be switching to a plane anyway, so that we can get rid of that problem with the water cooking
Yeah.
through it.
There's a bunch of that sort of stuff we gotta get to as well. Yeah, it's a flat
Yes,
picture, but
flat picture.
he's got the wrong settings on it, so it's actually using a bunch of quads.
The reason why it's a flat picture and not a... Okay, this is another thing. Smoke and mirrors. That's what they call it. They call it smoke and mirrors. So you gotta trick the players into thinking that something is actually there. So
Like the island on version 2 on the menu.
yeah, so you'd look at that and you'd go, oh, there's another boat out there. Obviously, the sizes are effed up.
There's a smaller boat out there.
But to save performance and things like that, usually you'll do flat images like this. Yeah, we'll go and show you the island on practice. The island that you can see is actually a flat image.
See that island out there? It's meant to be, well, updated of course, but it's meant to be the pirate island. So this here on the course where you come onto the ocean.
Actually, a flat image.
Here, yeah, it's just a flat image.
So what you could do, a lot of say things like Blizzard, they do like animate stuff like birds and shooting stars and things, and all of that will just be flat planes out here on the outside of the map. Same with like the clouds, they're all flat and they'll rotate around and pivot in the middle of the map.
How do you guys do over network ball collisions? Very interesting question. Where the ball super difficult. Alright, so the way I did it was I would
Let's practice.
I would detect when you collide with a ball, right? And then I would get its current velocity. I would then, if just say there's a stationary ball and then you hit into the ball, right? On collision, it'll take your current velocity and then it'll make it so that and it'll also get their ball's velocity, and then it'll make it so you guys aren't actually colliding with each other, and then it'll apply that velocity but changed to the other ball, and then it'll put their velocity into yours. But a lot more technical way of doing it than just that. So you're actually swapping and recalculating what your velocities would be after the collision. So that's why if you hit somebody and you got really bad ping, on their screen they won't get hit by you, and they'll fly off into the air, and then they'll just hit off, and then they'll just get hit a random direction. And that's because the network's catching up and saying, hey, you were hit, and now you're getting hit off this direction. So it doesn't work that well, but it was a quick solution to add into the game. That's what I did. And that's because I have no experience on how to actually do it. But it works sort of fine with low ping. With higher ping, it's a bit of a problem. That's how I did it. So yeah, you just get the velocities of the people hitting each other, and then you flip them around, change them a little bit, and then basically tell the ball where they should be going after the collision. Yeah, there's probably a million better ways out there, so let me know if you find out a better one.
Oh, I have no idea what the F to do with this.
You translate? Yeah, just give it a shot anyway and see how it goes.
Get on out of here. I feel like I wanted to have like harpoons being shot into its head. But that's too much. That'll be too much work.
Well, you don't want to add too much work for yourself.
No, I know. That's the problem. I feel like if this game was like a passion thing that well, it's not passion, but like, I mean that we didn't have to get out really quick. It'd look better. But crunch time. Crunch time.
Crunch time.
Anybody been watching that show Big Mouth?
You look at the old code, not the old code, but the code. All the stuff I've commented out is stuff I just removed or replaced. And a lot of it I've just kept in there, which I really shouldn't have.
You never had to get it out really quick. What you said last night, Lotus.
What?
But watching it, I watched it. It's sort of like a show about puberty, really.
Pretty funny.
It's really well animated, and it's pretty funny. But I think it's something
It's
that
got a-
kids should watch.
Yeah, it's got a lot of well-known actors in it too, which is good.
Yeah, it was sort of out of the blue. Yeah, if you get a chance to watch it, you should watch it. But yeah, I think teenagers should watch it.
It's pretty funny as well. The way that they talk about shit.
My Unity's lagging so bad.
Still reckon that the main character looks like Speedy.
Take your sweet time to make the sickest map in the game. I look forward to seeing it. 2021. That's the thing. It's like what was the Stardew Valley as well? How long did it take to make that?
4 years.
There's other games as well. It's like took people 6 years. Of course, because they're working. They're doing it in their time off, but they didn't care about. We need to get it released. We need to get it out so people can test it and do all this sort of crap. They just had it there and just kept working on it until they were ready for it to be released, and they just threw it out. Everyone keeps saying that.
Lotus days when
Half-Life 3.
we should just make Half-Life 3.
Now.
Just stop making this new Half-Life 3. This is Half-Life 3.
Don't worry, Lotus. The next map's gonna be effing sick.
It will be super sick
It'll have a Lotus in it.
when he's playing. We'll rush you. If I keep saying that, I think the Half-Life 3. I don't know why. I guess because it's never coming out, but yeah. Once this level's out, like, I will work on the editor a little bit, but we'll try to get this map out before PAX, and then after PAX we gotta remove the Halloween stuff so it's back to normal, and then I'll be working on level editor again, so the editor will be our next big release. I don't know if we'll have time to do a Christmas map.
Maybe.
Like, it's getting pretty close now, and it takes us like half a year to make the damn map.
Yeah, I feel like as soon as we get back from PAX, I should start working on the Christmas items.
Or you need to start working on the stuff for the editor.
That too. And I feel like Christmas needs to be something special as well.
We still
Lotus, you're making me rush! What do you guys reckon we should do with this hole?
I found a way to make the Blender animations not read-only anymore, so I can adjust them in Unity.
Damn, son. Next
Thank
gen.
God.
Stuff.
Trying to do that for like ages.
Icicle's Falling Trail. Could change the scene of the code. Because we haven't made one properly in the first place. So, Unity did add the remote settings now, so you can do that remotely. If you haven't seen that, that's actually really good. So, on your analytics page on Unity, you can put in some booleans, integers, and strings, and you can turn them on and off, and you can change them on the fly.
Have you made any changes to Pirate Cove?
So
Yes.
if you had a Halloween event coming up, you don't need to update the game at all.
Send them through.
You just have it in
What?
code
Have you sent them?
that it's set to
No.
true. It changes everything in
Do you
game
want me to save and send to
for
you?
all the users.
Please.
So we'll just set that to true,
sucks.
and it will just turn everything on for people. So we'll do the same thing for Christmas events. So instead of even doing an update, we don't even need to. We just have it turn on and off.
Mm.
And also it's like a message of the day. We could change the string and update the string whenever we wanted as well.
Yeah, I think we need to put the news article stuff in there just so people actually do see the updates.
Yeah.
Does anybody else find it weird that PUBG puts out a news article and only 200 and something people comment on it? Out of the 2 million people that are online?
Everyone's on there playing this sick game.
It's just weird. I've seen little games get more than that.
Yeah, for events and things, really good.
Yeah, I think it's fun. Like the way WoW did it was always awesome. Christmas and all that.
I loved those times.
WoW's seasonal things were just awesome. And then they added more, and it was a great idea.
It just saves a ton of time having it just as a little switch. It also means people don't need to update or download anything because it's already in game as files. It's just a little switch that turns on. The only thing you need to do is make sure that people don't go in there and.
Are we Overwatch fans? I play
turn
Overwatch maybe like
We played it a
once
lot when it first came
in
out.
2 weeks or something. I just got on the other day to do the Halloween items, but we don't have much time to play them.
We played
Uh,
the crap out of the
I
beta.
do love how simple it is.
Yeah.
Like,
It's kind of annoying though.
it's not simple, but like it's easy to see what's going on, and it's easy to distinguish heroes from the environment and things like that. Like they've done a really good job.
It's just not quite as easy to pick up on quickly, I guess, though. Because you got people like super good at the abilities of the other characters, and you always get wrecked until you become good at them too.
Hard.
It's still enjoyable though at the same time.
Junkrat's my favorite character out of all of them.
Is it now?
I think we mostly played when it was in beta though. Wow, rude.
So I also need to do the collisions on this dude.
Yes, you do.
Shoot.
Did you remove the dunk detector as well?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, at whole 18
Yeah.
you can just jump into where the detector normally is on classic mode.
Oh, shoot. No, I haven't. I might move the detectors to classic. 'Cause the detector's already in the actual objects. Dunk.
We just put an object in front of it. Or block it out so people can't get to it or something.
Why?
We can't get to it.
Can't we just move them into classic?
Good, but we could as long as it doesn't cause any problem.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I gotta wait for Mike to do his crap anyway.
Yeah, hold on.
His tag.
Start planning game ideas tomorrow. Something useful in my spare time. I'm being cheated by a mod.
It sucks that you can't call us
Yeah.
C words.
We'll do that, so it's fine.
I don't know, over here, like, that word isn't offensive, but online apparently it is, I don't know.
Oh, if it's turn-based, what you could do is you could maybe like grab their, like if it's not a usually online one where you're not too worried about people taking control of each other's balls.
We should do an XCOM version.
On Collision, you could request that you take control of their player, or have it managed by the master.
We're Australian.
Yeah, we're from Australia, from Brisbane.
Yeah, we Aussies, mate.
So you could just take control of theirs and then move it.
Yeah, that's not offensive.
You
No,
move it
it's
yourself
like-
and then update it for them, sort of thing.
Over here, calling someone mate is more of an offensive word than the C word.
Hey, it's not.
Depending on the context, like if someone goes like, "Oi, mate,"
Like,
you know,
excuse
that
me?
happen. But if they're like, "Hey, mate," it's different.
Yeah. Yeah,
Different ways of saying mate.
do that. Yeah, we're going to PAX on the 26th.
If anyone's going to PAX Australia, keep an eye out for us. Highly doubt anyone here is though.
Yeah. Well, still don't know what to expect. It's gonna be horrible.
Oh crap. Supply the prefab to one of my broken cannons.
And mate isn't a
Right.
bad thing to say. Mate's cool. Just the way you say it. Like,
You say mate when you're trying to like trigger someone.
no. I
Up
always
here,
call
mate.
people mate. It's like, thanks, mate.
Don't.
It's the way you say it.
It's like when someone calls you bro, but you're really mad at them, and you're like, "Excuse me, I'm not your fucking bro, or I'm not your effing mate."
Excuse me, bro?
What? I'm not your bro, mate. I'm not your mate.
I'm not your mate, bro.
I'm not your broom.
Bruh.
Etc. Etc.
Bruh. Breasts or whatever they
Yeah,
call
I
them.
feel like this doesn't really go off the like feeling of sunshine.
Shadows aren't strong
Sunshine,
enough.
lollipops and rainbows.
I like it being brighter though.
Right?
Why not? So you want to be dark. You want a sunny beach to be dark.
Yeah, but it's too bright. It's not too bad when you're
Too
close.
bright. That's what it's like. You haven't been out of the house for long.
I don't go outside. It's scary.
For long. Scary out there. Dangerous.
Me bros and mates, I'm scared.
Oh, webs.
You can play around with the lighting and stuff, but we need it to be bright because it's a the beach. It's like tropical thing. The sun is out. The sun is shining. The tank is clean. The tank is clean.
Tank is
Oh, it took us clean. Shark bait. Hoo ha.
Shark bait. Hoo-ha. What is that? It's one of the tentacle thing going through the ground.
Yeah, I hit that seam. That's how professionals do it.
You should actually paint it like a bone and stuff in there. Cartilage. That'd be cool.
They don't have cartilage.
Muscle then. They would have cartilage in there.
They don't have bone in there.
They have cartilage though.
I don't think so. You can eat it.
You can eat things with cartilage.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Octopus.
Tentacles. If it's a big tentacle monster.
Oh, God.
Octopus is just muscle, isn't it?
Yeah, octopuses, they don't have cartilage in their tentacles, no. It's just a big muscle.
I'll look it up after stream.
Octopuses don't have any cartilage.
Gonna suck the code though.
Mm.
It's just gonna be painting and then changing the height map and the splat maps. So it'll just be like a big circle where the mouse is, and I'll just like put that position in into the height map and then change the height map on the fly type thing by just like painting it different colors and different shades of black and white. And then all I do
Oh,
is just
crap.
network. So I'll just send the height map and the splat maps across. So the splat maps will be different colored depending on what texture the terrain is, and the height map will be the black and white height map. It's all good talking about it though. In practice, we'll see how well it goes. It'll be huge problems, but I don't know how to do it, so we'll learn. And once you learn something like that, the next game you make, you know how to do it, and you also know how to teach others how to do it. So it's always good learning from people with experience and teaching people something that you know and they don't, or helping them out, help grow their knowledge. We're helping each other out.
Oh, there's my predicament.
You talking to yourself?
Yeah.
Think what other prefabs we have available.
And get it good and out.
Oh no.
It takes, even for our game, we didn't think it would take this long to make. So it takes longer than you initially plan. It's like when you make a game, you shouldn't promise, over-promise a bunch of stuff. Like, oh, we should add this, add this, add this, add this. It just gets way too big. You'll never get everything done.
How cute these little.
We were talking about your game? Alright, yeah. Sorry. Explosive golf balls. Yeah, I think 2D would be interesting.
Make the explosions super like heavy on the graphics and stuff, so that the computer just explodes.
Yeah. 2 years is a good time.
Oh yeah.
I think our game is going to be 2 years before it's out. Not 2 years from now, but in total.
Well, we want to release sort of soon, don't we?
We do, we got so long to go. Not much more to do. I'd like to release early next year.
And after release, we're probably gonna be working on.
But we can add game modes and all the fun stuff after that. As long as the base game is done. And then if we like died or something, people would still be happy to play the game.
I don't think they'd still be having it.
The devs are dead. Can't play this. GP. it's
How
it's
dare they fail
immersive.
us? How dare the devs fail us?
Yeah. Whereas PAX this year, PAX is always in different places. Like as in, there's PAX Oz every year, and there's PAX East and PAX West, and there's a Dev PAX as well.
What is
So
this one?
PAX
we're
one.
going to the Australian one in Melbourne. So we're gonna fly down there on the 26th. Wish they did in Brisbane, so we just drive down there. That'd be great.
Yeah, Brisbane would be pretty good, alright.
Yeah.
No.
No, they go over in Melbourne.
We can't have that.
Fancy,
We gotta go to Melbourne.
cold Melbourne.
We're gonna freeze our titties off in Melbourne.
Yeah. People say that it's not cold, but it is.
It's probably not that bad, especially on this time of year.
It won't be that bad.
It will.
New Zealand's gonna be 8 degrees.
They like nice. Just, where are you from? Because you could like swim over. Just for 3 days.
You have to wait for one that's near you.
Well, Bernie Burns is like the first thing that happens on the Friday. His chat talk thing. I had like a quick look at the schedule. I didn't look at it very much at all. I don't even know what's
I
going
haven't
on.
even checked it yet.
There's a bunch of stuff on it that like I don't really care about.
Yeah.
So I'll have a look over the whole thing. It's probably going to be like just, I don't know, for 3 days of stuff that we don't really care about.
There's just a lot of speed running for like the first day too.
Yeah, the first days are speedrunners, which are cool, but to go all the way to Melbourne for is a little bit much.
There's a Reaper Miniatures painting
Florida, a bit of a swim.
competition.
Ah, you can do it.
Okay, miniature painting.
There's a miniatures painting competition and a painting class. We can learn to paint miniatures.
Like models or little people.
Oh god.
Miniatures. There's speedrunning of Hidden Folks and Spyro 2, as well as the PAX Arena Dota 2 competition.
Should have went there to speedrun golf with your friends.
Wait, that's all it's
We
10 a.m.
could fly like, I don't know, Izzy and Lotus over or something. That'll be our team.
At 10:30, there's a speech called "So You Want to Be a Games Journalist?"
Oh my god. So you just play Cuphead and can't get past the tutorial?
What? At 10:30, there's a and yet she rolled again. Women's tabletop time. Why isn't it both? Why can't it be men and
We can't
women?
play?
There isn't a male tabletop time.
All tabletop times, male tabletop.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's no other tabletop time things.
It's a bit,
I wanna
that's a
play
bit
tabletop
sexist,
games.
but whatever.
Yeah, I want to play.
I want to play with the girls.
Guys, I want to play. Let's take a wig.
Just say you're transgender.
Just for that day.
You can't judge me. You can't judge me on my gender. FIFA 17 competition.
Ooh, no thank
Hey,
you.
1v1s. Mario 8, Part 8.
Yeah.
The weirdest video games of all time, and story time with Bernie.
Yeah, see, story time with Bernie.
It's the highlight at 10:30 AM.
With all the speedrunners. Oh god.
Speaking of Izzy,
Hello. Speaking of Jizzy.
Izzy.
you said his name and he appeared. Why does that happen?
I was
It's like one of
already
those
here.
curses you speak. And
Wait,
rotate
you were
3
speaking
times
on me?
And then talk in the mirror.
No.
Always.
You say Gizzy 3 times and spin around. He appears and murders you in your bathroom.
Yeah, you stare into the mirror, you say Gizzy 3 times.
You haven't got any
Say-
holiday hats or trail? Oh, you're missing out.
Did you say he murders you in your bathroom?
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
you
shit,
look in the
yeah,
mirror
the
and you
bloody
say
mirror
Gizzy
thing.
3 times. Close your eyes, say Gizzy 3 times. Open your eyes, he's gonna appear and kill you in your bathroom. You know the
Make
You
us.
changed whole 18. That's
Yeah,
good.
the
That's great.
folklore.
I don't know, I'm just screwing around.
I don't know what any of this stuff is on the schedule.
Yeah, that's why I was like sort of looking at it. I was like, oh, I can't be bothered to look at it. I'll just surprise myself
Yeah,
when I
I
get
don't
there.
The highlight of the second day, one of them is Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, apparently. Don't know why.
Yeah, there's hats and trails in there. We got the
This is terrible.
spooky event hats and trails in there currently. Only for this month. When we get back from PAX, they're going to be turned off, and you can't get them until next year.
People are playing Jackbox Party, the party games, on stage, and you just watch them. Oh yeah.
Sounds like fun.
I don't know if that means they're gonna release Jackbox Party Pack though. That could be.
Hmm.
Never heard of any of these games.
Anybody got any ideas?
I reckon you put it back
Rocket
to where it
League
was,
3v3.
No, don't. It was shit before.
then make it even better.
Do they have a PAX after party this year?
You got 2 of the event hats.
Yeah, but you're not getting invited.
I was gonna say, do we get invited? Do
That for?
they have a PAX after party this year?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the poker event that Gizzy's going to.
What? What poker event?
$10 to enter.
He doesn't even know.
Oh, you're dead. I said I'm interested. I didn't say I'm going.
Oh. So there's
There's
enough.
a difference. Depends if I want to.
Like, we're not even going to PAX as developers, so we won't even get like anything cool. We're just going to go as normal plebs.
Wow.
We don't even get media passes or anything.
I'm gonna have to have a really good think about this whole.
I did email them, but they never got back to me.
Well, we're a little bit late.
I emailed them ages ago. We bought the ticket.
But we don't really need the exposure anyway.
What do you say?
Is PUBG still classed as an indie game?
Independent developer, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
technically
they would be in with all the indie people, so they'd be next to people that make like Blackbird clones.
Yeah, now have like this freaking. They have like this $500,000 bloody stand.
This is like a row of Flappy Bird clones in his PUBG. That's what it means, though. That's the whole word. So it's our faults for really changing the meaning of a word. You know what I'm saying?
They need to set the guidelines of that shit.
Oh god. What's another word for it then? Really cool. Something else. Indie
No, like,
developers.
it's
And
the same word, but they need to like redefine what it means.
I feel like indie should have like a limit, like a number of workers.
But it'd be like the size of your company on the based on like
goes to a website. Are you gonna build it out as?
self-published. So crap.
You gonna build it out as a web-based thing, or is it just gonna be the files?
Web.
I mean, the whole thing is independent developer. If you're independent, that's what you are. So, doesn't matter what you say. Yeah, WebGL, that's it. Forever. Sure, there's other names for them. It doesn't really matter anyway. It's not gonna change anything. Yeah, sorry I haven't got much to show today, you guys.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're at the point of level
Live in
making
Florida.
that's extremely tedious and fun.
Yeah, fixing all the little problems with it. Or the big problems.
Seeing everything that Lotus and Gizzy think is wrong.
Wait, what? What? I didn't do anything. I did like.
Are you
3
sick?
things. I think I might have picked up illness again.
Alright.
But then again, it could just be the fact that I just woke up, so it's one of the.
He's sick.
probably say yeah.
Ballistic, bro.
I would be pissed if I have. So what holes have you changed, just so I don't need to check them?
None.
18.
Which holes have you changed? Well, 18 is the only one you changed.
So far. I went and I added some of the other walls that were missing, and then I went and fixed that post that people run into. I haven't had a chance to go through everything.
Post that people run into.
It's like a sign.
We meant to write down all the stuff we changed too, so we know what we've done.
Do you know what I
This
was
hasn't
thinking of
gone out
doing?
yet.
I was thinking of creating like one of those internet documents and just put like names of people who are doing, and then they can just insert problems they've got. Because if you've got Discord, it's just a mess.
Yeah, people, and we miss all this shit too. So
Yeah, so
Probably
I
a good
might
idea.
do that. I might do that, unless one of you guys want to do it. It doesn't really make a difference.
I'm
Oh,
surprised there isn't any PUBG stuff in PAX Australia.
Really?
There is. I saw it before.
There's no competitions or anything like they have been with the other packs and everything. And I can't see any points on schedule.
$100,000s of dollars. Ornaments.
Let me have a look.
You've got a squad thing.
Oh no, it says their squad. It wasn't. It's not under their competitions tab though.
96 people. Why the fuck are they doing 96 people? Why not?
Yeah, there's a solo and then there's.
Wait, what?
I clicked on it on the squads and it says 96 players.
Yeah, it does too. 96 players.
Maybe because 4 of them are going to be cameras.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, true.
They
But
might
then again, you
take
can
a
only
slot
have
too.
you can only have one camera on that at the moment.
9
really?
p.m. to 11 p.m.
Maybe 96 other people and maybe a few
Oh,
of them
then-
first.
Yeah, there's a solo towards the end. Like literally one of the last events. So
I love how you got to really choose what event you want to go to, because you click on one thing, it's like there's 22 overlapping events.
Yeah.
So if you want to go to any other ones, you can't.
I'm going to go to any of the other 20 speedrunning events. Just do
So-
what you think's good.
Oh yeah, that would be crap.
Yeah, they have a solo event with.
miniatures painting classes.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about before.
Paint little people.
There's a painting competition somewhere too. I'd missed it. A miniatures competition as well.
I actually wouldn't mind going through there and having a look at their art and stuff.
They'd be really good. Like people do some incredible detail with them.
Really,
American way.
Dude, the fighting ones would be good. I would go
Oh,
to
look,
the fighting ones.
Every participant gets a free miniature.
We've almost been on for 2 hours. Sailor Tooth?
Choose a figurine, paint it up, and take it with you when you're done. Oh,
Oh, hell yeah.
How much does it cost?
and then you can be in the running for one of our many daily trophies. Oh, damn.
Daily trophy.
Oh, quick question. You know on hole 17,
No.
What a quick question.
the skull
I'm
thing.
not talking very fast for a quick question.
Shut up. Can you like connect the jump to something, because it just looks so retarded that it's floating.
Yeah, no, that's something.
Yeah.
that-
Sorry, this isn't a request.
Okay.
Mate.
Okay. Just
We don't take requests, Gizzy.
I just
Yeah,
left it
just-
like that so you guys could just test the hole.
I know. I imagined. But
He'll put
Please
something there. Won't you?
please fix, because it looks stupid.
I'm gonna leave it.
Leave it there for Gizzy.
Yeah.
And then people will say golf is better. What? So
My
so
back.
Dom and Mizaki are clearly doing their job. Wheel, where's the level editor?
No idea.
Eh?
So I
Hey.
rewrote how the menus
Shouldn't you
work.
be studying or something? What? I said, Gizzy, shouldn't you be studying or something?
Why not?
I rewrote how I'll actually show you in the thing. Okay, I'll show you what I did. And this is why I needed. That's why I need a lot of people to test it.
Actually, can you bring it up on your screen? Because I can't actually do anything because he's doing something at the moment on this map.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh shit! There's the pirate. I always wondered where the pirate.
So
was.
in initial load now, we have the chat, we have
Add.
the in-game menus, and we have all the power bars and everything are in a separate scene that gets overlaid on top. So now all of this stuff can be used in the editor without actually adding anything to the level. So in all the levels, there's actually no chat anymore. I rewrote how the chat works. That's why I need tested. And the loading screens, I rewrote how the loading screens work. So they're also in the overlay scene. And in-game menu, and the menu system, and the editor menu, and all the notifications, and anything else that pops up is all in this scene. So I had to rewrite pretty much all of those to fit here instead of being in all the separate levels, which is good now and how it should have been in the first place, but I need to spend the time to get it here now. Because now if we want to change anything, we just click there, change it once, it changes it throughout all the entire game, because it all uses the same stuff. Because the prefabs weren't working. We wanted them to.
Fair enough. Can I just quickly mention something that looks retarded? You know the guy swinging in the cave? He goes up way too high on the right.
He does.
Yes, that's what we said as well.
Yeah, you know what's really weird? It's the same animation for both sides. So
It doesn't make any sense. It's really
Then
weird.
you
I don't
probably
know
got,
why.
then you probably got the.
We got an empty
Pivot point.
object,
It's an angle.
and the empty object's rotated.
Maybe
Have
it's
you,
something
not,
on it.
have you not got like the pivot point wrong?
It actually
Like,
looks
maybe it's
great, I
not.
love it. The way he just swings up is so cool.
I didn't have time to animate him or anything, so I was like, screw it, just put him on a
Now
fucking
let me
pivot.
change over to the main screen so you can see it.
Yeah, that's-
Saber
that's
Tooth,
cool.
it's been up for like 2 hours.
Yeah, so
Uptime doesn't work.
see, I like when he swings up like that, it's so cool. Coming down is not very smooth for some reason. But no,
It's just something I threw in because
he swings up like against gravity so quickly.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's more
what?
fun.
I think if it was just going slowly back and forth, it would be
Got all
really
the-
cool.
Power Rangers.
Oh no, Mr. Barnable's is back.
Back with the Power Rangers. I want that too.
But no, you've done a good job. Are you gonna keep the wheel sucks message, by the way?
We might change it.
No, you're gonna keep it.
Gizzy.
It
You know.
sucks, yeah.
Do that, mate. I'll be happy with that.
We actually did sub to ourselves, yeah. We make up like half of our subs.
Yeah, with like a half the people subscribed to us.
Yeah, we're all, yeah.
Water.
No, I was just thinking because then, you know, the Easter egg video that I'll never get around to do.
Oh yeah.
My Unity lags so bad.
Oh,
guys.
we should have put 3 tentacles in.
Oh, we should have.
Ah! Then everyone would have thought you were retarded because it's.
There's
really
3
good.
goldfish.
Wait, hold on, I don't do anything. I need to update again.
Are you sure there's 3 goldfish? I'm pretty sure there might be more than 3 goldfish.
That's 3.
What, the 2 swimming and then the one hung up?
Yep.
You sure there's not another one? There's one. There was another one. Right,
gonna
you heard him
Yeah.
say it here first. It's,
So I'm gonna save because I gotta send through another update.
I don't know.
How
I was
which
playing
close?
it at the same.
How close are you fellas? As in us brothers or?
As in real life, as in I can probably put my hand out and we can hold hands.
I'm about a
Nice.
meter away from
Sounds
Brett, from Dom, and about 2 meters away from Wheel.
2 meters,
3.
like 5 meters away.
That's like 3.
It's like 5 meters.
Probably 4.
It's like one. It's
Four
like
and a
1
half.
to. It's like 1 to Dom and like 3 to Wheel.
You get out and you pace it out. I bet it's gonna be like 4. He's actually doing it.
It's actually getting up. Yeah, we need to find Wheel a girl.
Two big steps. Little steps.
What are you doing?
Nah, you took two big steps. Nah, your steps weren't regulation size steps.
Whatever. Proven.
I have to get the handbook out.
Yeah.
Oh shit, the ghost crab's here as well.
Stepping out.
My
meters.
Unity has
Check the-
frozen.
Check the rules. What were you changing, Mike? Dab cam.
I changed the kind of animation so it's not super quick.
Ah,
I changed some of the boosty boosts. Lotus suggested that I have a thicker ramp for the second ramp up, even though it clips a little bit. And I changed some of the angles.
you watch when Wheel was moving.
My Unity's frozen, so you're gonna have to go to yours.
I think last time I watched streams, yeah, when we got evicted, and everyone was like, "No!" What
Oh, we're moving. Yeah, wasn't fun.
the fuck is that swinging on the chain? It's a golf ball pirate. To be honest, he doesn't really look like a golf ball.
Man,
though.
why'd you sound so aggressive then?
He looks like a
It's a golf ball,
he looks like a metal
Big
rock.
clam.
Yeah, like
Or a rock.
yeah, it does.
Okay, thanks everybody.
He's like a rock with like a metal leg and a wooden leg.
Yeah, he looks like the what's the Tin Man from
Tin Man. What's the line from?
Apologize, Bundles. I didn't mean it aggressively.
who's Dorothy from Dorothy?
Dorothy from Dorothy. That's
Is it a stingray?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
too soon.
Could be a stingray.
Is it all too soon?
sorry. Well, that picture at the back of the fucking ship going around looks retarded as well.
Yeah, I need to change it.
Izzy, you're saying stuff we already didn't need to do.
I'm clearly very aware of this.
I know, but I thought I'll just keep. I'll just keep.
Like his hat has a golf ball with bones coming out of it.
The clothing on him looks awesome, but it just doesn't look like a golf ball underneath them clothes though.
Rusty.
But
Oh, look
maybe-
at those! Look at those
Now?
Easter eggs. Yeah, perfect.
Stream schedule is every Tuesday, 10 AM Australian time. Eastern
Australian
Standard,
Eastern Standard Time.
which is plus 10, I think.
Monday,
Google it.
Tuesday, what?
Plus 10, yeah.
Depending on where you
1
are.
a.m.
Just
EST.
Google 10 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time to your location.
Ben. Wait, what did you do?
No,
What did you do him?
he looked up his pants.
Oh, you said
Don't worry, I did that yesterday as well. Just to see what you did.
What's wrong with people?
I want
I
to know
should've
if
just
you,
made
if
him,
you
like-
modeled his undercarriage
I
or
wanted
not.
to see if it was painted or it was modeled or anything.
Just put like a massive third leg on him.
That's not a wooden leg, you see.
God.
Why
Wait.
is whole 18 like going
Got
off the
wood.
map? We've got sand everywhere, and then whole 18 is like off the map.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It's like just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but you're not
18.
even gonna put any sand under it or anything like that.
Joel.
18.
18.
The last
We-
one.
18.
Yeah, go on the water. Go on the
Yeah,
water.
but how can a kraken be inside of dirt?
The dirt.
Well, no, but it just looks retarded.
You look
It's in
retarded.
the water,
Well,
Gizzy.
how you say how can Kraken be on the dirt or whatever? Half of it is actually on the dirt side. So either move it fully left or
Okay,
What are you
Oh,
talking
you
about?
mean the terrain under the water?
yeah. What did you
No
think?
one
about
you
that?
can't even see it.
That's the original terrain piece. That has, yeah, that's... I
You
don't
can't
think
even
it's-
see it anyway.
well, mate, the camera won't be able to go underwater in the full thing. So
What? You're not gonna let
You
the camera
can't
go on the water?
model the entire body of the Kraken under there.
it
But-
looks
but
like
you
you
got-
can fly around.
You've got to let it be able to go underwater so people can see wheel sucks.
Thanks, Bill Clinton. Hopefully,
We'll put it
it,
on the back of the mountain or
hopefully
something.
it continues to get better because it needs to.
Yeah, I'll get him shit. What?
So I do want to do the restart one, but I think it would have the same problem as people kicking. Like the host would just restart if they're doing bad, and everyone will get mad at us.
Yeah. Even rolling things.
Unless you're only at the end of the game.
Yeah, if it's at the end of the game, we could do it there, but yeah,
Yeah,
if
you
people
need
kick
to-
each other from the end, like at the end of the game, people just like restart it, just straight up. Just if they're doing bad, they'll just go, oh no, I'm gonna restart, and people get annoyed. So maybe at the end of the game there'd be an option to restart. Instead of going, like maybe you can click back to menu or restart. We could have like a vote thing.
What? Quick question. What the fuck is that? Pick me up.
There's some wrong.
Check close. Oh shit! I was looking at the map and you just like done something retarded and just extended it. Oh,
Okay.
right.
Because he's high.
My union's
What?
frozen again. Oh my god, what is happening right now?
Why is he
Oh, the hole's not visible because... Who knows, because he's changing.
He has changed all this. Who knows
You
what
idiot.
he's doing.
I haven't finished it.
And
You're-
it's lagging, so I'm sorry for the video quality.
Already.
After a while, my Unity starts to lag when I'm streaming.
I'm in the house.
Look, I got a new item. Let's see what it is. Oh, Pebble Double Trap.
Ori in the house.
Now everybody's like, oh, I'm not getting Halloween items. I've got 3 so far.
Got
Got
any what?
ghost crab too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so alright.
I better sell it for $50.
I'll take a look at that. There's a bunch of stuff like that there that we don't test for. We just don't think about.
I got 2 unicorn horns, a double cheeseburger, and a purple crab. Okay.
Horrible cheeseburger.
What?
Hamburger.
Highest value drop you can get.
Chili flaps. You can go onto the marketplace and
Let's go have a look.
check what.
Ones that are marked
Ghost
legendary.
crab.
They have
Ghost
a
crab is the
yellow,
highest.
mustard yellow glow around them. Like the magical wizard hat and the ghost crab.
The most expensive one right now is the ghost crab.
You're the ghost crab.
Yeah. Am I still third or something like that?
Fourth.
Fourth. Oh yeah, because the
Aha.
demon wings are somehow so expensive.
They're so much better than a Gizzy hat.
Yeah, because it looks like a fucking boar.
It's a
Well, that's saying something.
bear ball. Yeah. You can sell it and trade them. Yeah.
Yeah, you can sell hats for.
Just
Me-
if some people really want it and they're not unlocking it, then they at least have the option to trade with their friends or buy it off the marketplace. Majority of them are pretty cheap, but
But I wouldn't lash out and like get one that's like $30 because it will depreciate in a couple of weeks and it'll only be like
Good
9
idea.
cents.
apart from the Halloween.
Yeah, I don't know what Salah did. I'm fucking buying them all.
He buys it straight away. He's like, "Oh my god, I bought it and it went down." It's like, "Of course it went down."
Well, I put up a
I said,
magical
just
wizard
wait,
hat.
just wait a couple of days and it'll be like
Supply and demand, man.
£1.
I put up a magical wizard hat for like 50 cents when they were like $40.
You're
but
not
it
meant
just-
to. You're a developer.
No, I know, but it just hit it anyway. It doesn't matter. You can't see cheaper ones. It still puts up the highest price for someone.
No, it doesn't. Bro,
It
would have
never
been
put mine up.
auto
It
purchase.
started at like $25 and went up to like $40. It
Why
never
do you
sold.
need frozen as well? Use frozen over
If
again.
you put in buy orders, as soon as you put it up there, it's gonna instantly sell.
It didn't work though. I still have it.
Maybe you
Guys.
need to allow the sale to do your thing.
Booty Bay in WoW. That was a
Oh,
great
that was
place.
awesome. Good old Booty Bay.
Getting that Bloodsail Admiral title, whatever.
Getting off the ship and then getting raped by someone.
$50 easy.
You couldn't walk out of Booty Bay because there was just like 100 people waiting to kill you.
I think it'll be interesting to watch the prices of the Halloween items, see what happens to them afterwards.
Yeah, after Halloween.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think they'll go up a bit.
Making-
You
It's
still
all
have to
made
wait.
by us, Bill.
Yeah.
Clinton.
We'll have
We,
to
we
wait
want to
for
keep
it.
them a certain, we want to keep them at least a higher quality. Not that our stuff is extremely high quality, but you know,
Excuse
we
me.
don't want dicks everywhere.
What do you do?
Gonna give your name a break. Your name, your game a break. Play some golf with your friends.
Well, my uni's frozen again, so this doesn't work.
That's your color change.
Did you guys know there's some texture missing on the front of the boat?
Yeah.
There's text missing everywhere.
No,
Well,
just, there's like
we
one
might end it
little
here
black
then.
line.
We've just got to fix
Two,
up a
three.
bunch of problems with this map. Then we'll throw it into experimental.
You know what you should do? You should
What
add
do?
something on. You know the back of the boats. You should add something like words like your names or something like that
Your name's the ship.
in the little like rectangle bits below the
Yeah.
windows.
Like when they name
Would be
ships.
pretty
and
cool,
stuff.
Bill.
Yeah.
Lady Mazat.
We want to do the same stuff for the level editor. so people
yeah.
can
Wait, how
put
many
in-
boats are there?
People can put in
Oh,
models and
there's
stuff, and then we
two,
can improve them. Or
3.
something like that. We'll
four.
see. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
how it'll
there you
work.
go. You name one of the boats Lady Mizassi, one of them
Lady
Lady
Miss
Wheel, one
Lady
of them Lady
Mizassi.
John, and then one of them named Gizzy.
HMAS Gizzy. HMS Gizzy.
And we want it to be an
HMS Gizzy,
experimental or
that's
full
good.
release before we head to PAX on the 26th. So, and these
You
guys
can- you
aren't going to
can
be here for many days leading up to that because they're all going off and doing their own stuff.
I fly out Friday afternoon, so I
You
can work in
fly
the
out,
morning.
You fry out, yeah.
I'm fried.
Fry out.
And then I'm in Perth from Saturday to Sunday, and then I'll leave Monday morning to come back to work. To Brisbane.
Yeah. So we'll try our best to get into experimental. Hopefully we can get into full release before we leave. If not,
Then
it'll be on
Mike leaves tomorrow.
I leave tomorrow and then I come back next Tuesday.
What, are you going to Airsoft?
And then we go, yeah,
Yeah.
and then we
Yes.
go to PAX on the Thursday.
He's having an actual holiday.
He's actually getting
He
to
always
fucking
has
New
holidays.
Zealand.
Yeah,
Actual holiday.
busy.
So yours is it an actual holiday, bro?
No, it's not.
You're still paying to go to a place and stay there and do things.
What does it mean it's
So I
a
was going to
holiday?
an
Represent-
actual holiday.
I'm
going
going
to
for
play
it. I'm
sport.
going for my best friend's birthday.
I'm going to play a sport. It's not even a holiday. I don't even get to see New Zealand.
Oh yeah, so you're going to Perth, aren't you?
I literally go like
Do you
10
close
meters
your
from
eyes
the-
the entire time? I think you get to see. New
I
Zealand.
drive like 10 minutes from the airport, and then I stay there for like several days, and then I drive back to the airport and come home.
It's not our problem.
Okay. Anyway, we're gonna end it there. That is the new map. We'll try and get
Brisbane
into.
represent.
We'll try and get into experimental soon. We've got a lot of things to fix up and change, but we'll work hard and try and get it out so you guys can play it and give us some feedback. So thank you all for watching. Thanks to the people who followed and
Gee.
chatting and having a good
Sidearms,
time.
aka sidearms.
And we'll be here next week and we'll talk before we go to PAX, and then after that we'll come back and speak to you guys after PAX.
Keep up to date with any information and like-minded people, and if you want to try and contact us or report bugs, get on our Discord.
He's gonna get ready.
Probably the best place to
Kizzy, no.
get in contact with us and everyone else.
Always come here just to
Yeah,
scare
well.
No, Kizzy, no.
Easy don't. That's okay. It's the actual one.
Okay, good. Yeah, yeah.
Your one.
That's
Good
okay.
Good. Good. That a boy.
Alright.
Have a good
Bye,
night. Have
everybody.
good days. Whatever you're doing, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for coming, guys.
See you on the next episode of
See you in the next
Talk with
chapter.
your friends. No,
Keeping up with the.
Keep Up with the Gingies.
do like one of those quick clips where it's like last week on Golf with Your Friends Dev Stream.
Nothing. Alright, bye everybody.
Alright,
Bye,
bye.
guys.